Let me ask you something. How many times have you failed at something and just thought, that's it, I'm done, I'm just not good enough? We've all been there. That sinking feeling in your stomach, the voice in your head telling you to just give up. But here's the truth, and I really want you to hear this. Failure isn't the end of the road. It's not a stop sign. It's actually the doorway to success. And today I'm going to show you exactly why failing might just be the best thing that ever happened to you. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to look at your mistakes in a completely different light. You're going to see them not as dead ends, but as stepping stones. Most of us grow up with this fairy tale idea of what success looks like. We think it's a straight, clean line. You set a goal, you work hard, you stay focused, and boom, you achieve it. Simple, right? But if you've lived for more than a few years, you know that reality is, well, it's messy. It's a chaotic scribble, not a straight line. It's full of wrong turns, unexpected detours, frustrating setbacks, flat-out rejections, and yes, a whole lot of failure. This is the part where most people get discouraged. They hit that first wall, or the second, or the 10th, and they think, see, I knew it. I'm not cut out for this. And they quit. But the difference between the people who quit and the people who win is not that the winners never fail. Oh, they fail. They fail a lot. The real difference is that winners keep going when they do. They understand a secret that quitters don't. Failure isn't a judgment on your worth. It's not a final verdict. Failure is feedback. That's it. It's just data. It's life's way of tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, just so you know, that particular approach didn't work. Try another way. Each time you fail, you eliminate one more strategy that doesn't work. You learn something crucial about your process, about the market, about yourself. And every single one of those failures gets you one step closer to the strategy, the mindset, or the opportunity that will finally click. It's like a process of elimination. You're not starting over from scratch every time. You're starting from experience. You're wiser, you're tougher, and you're more informed than you were before. Now, I know this can sound a bit like a motivational poster, so let's talk about some real-world giants who built their empires on a mountain of failures. Think about Thomas Edison. His name is synonymous with genius and invention, right? We all know him for the light bulb. But before he had that eureka moment, he faced a staggering number of setbacks. He failed over 1,000 times trying to find the right filament for a commercially viable light bulb. 1,000 times. Can you imagine the frustration? Most people would have given up after 10, maybe 20 attempts. When a reporter asked him how it felt to fail that many times, his response was legendary. He said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. What a mindset shift. He didn't see each failed attempt as a failure. He saw it as a necessary step in the process of discovery. He was gathering data, learning what didn't work, which brought him closer to what would. He reframed failure as progress. Or let's take Michael Jordan. He's widely considered the GOAT, the greatest basketball player of all time. His highlight reels are filled with impossible shots and championship wins. But did you know he was once cut from his high school varsity basketball team? Imagine being told you're not good enough for your high school team, and then going on to become the best in the world. He didn't let that rejection define him. In his own words, he said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. He didn't succeed in spite of his failures. He succeeded because of them. Each missed shot, each lost game, fueled his desire to get better, to work harder, to come back stronger. He used failure as fuel. And what about the world of tech and innovation? Let's talk about Steve Jobs. The man was a visionary, the co-founder of Apple, one of the most valuable companies on the planet. But his journey was far from smooth. In a shocking turn of events, he was actually fired from his own company in 1985. Just try to imagine that. Being kicked out of the company you poured your heart and soul into building from the ground up. For most people, that would be a soul-crushing, career-ending event. But what did Jobs do? He didn't crawl into a hole and disappear. He used that devastating failure to reinvent himself. He founded Next and Pixar, and when Apple was struggling years later, they brought him back. He returned with a clearer vision and a deeper understanding, and he proceeded to lead Apple through its most innovative period, giving us the iMac, the iPod, the iPhone, and changing the world forever. His biggest failure became the catalyst for his greatest success. But you don't have to be a legendary inventor, a sports icon, or a tech billionaire to see this principle in action. This applies to all of us, in our everyday lives. Let's take something relatable, like getting in shape. You decide you're going to get fit. You buy new gym clothes, you get a membership. You're super motivated. You go strong for 2 weeks and then one day you're exhausted. You miss a session. The next day, you feel guilty and think, well, I've already messed up. So you skip again. Before you know it, a month has passed and you haven't been back. You think to yourself, I failed. I'm just not a gym person. But hold on, you didn't fail. You just discovered that your current plan, maybe going to the gym for an hour every single day, was unsustainable for your lifestyle right now. That's not failure. That's valuable information. So what do? You adjust. You iterate. Maybe you try shorter, 20-minute workouts at home. Maybe you decide to just focus on walking 10,000 steps a day. Maybe you find a workout buddy to keep you accountable. You don't throw the entire goal away because one method didn't work. You use the feedback from that failure to find a better, more sustainable path. Success isn't about never falling down. It's about how many times you are willing to get back up. It's about resilience. It's about looking at a setback not as a wall but as a hurdle you need to learn how to jump over. So the next time you fail, and you will because we all do, I want you to pause before you let the negative self-talk creep in. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, take a deep breath and ask yourself one simple question. What is this teaching me? What can I learn from this experience? Is it showing me I need a new skill, a different strategy, a better support system, more patience? Every failure is a brick. By itself, it might seem useless, even ugly. But when you start laying those bricks one after another, you're not just collecting failures. You're building a foundation. You're constructing the road that will eventually lead you to success. The more bricks you lay, the stronger your foundation becomes, and the closer you get to your destination. I want you to burn this into your mind. Losers quit when they fail. Winners fail until they win. It's a simple sentence, but it holds the entire key. Winning is the inevitable outcome of refusing to quit. If this message hit home for you today, if it sparked something in you, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button, so I know this content is resonating with you. Share this video with a friend who might be feeling discouraged and needs to hear this. And most importantly, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Because here, we don't run from failure. We embrace it. We use it to build the life we want. And now, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments below. What's one failure that taught you the most? What lesson did you take away from it? I read every comment and I'd love to hear your story. Your experience could be the encouragement someone else needs to see today. Thanks for watching. Keep building, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.